feel like winter is for myself, as well as a lot of creative people, a great time to either create as a means of catharsis or to bring our creations to fruition. That is certainly true for my fiance and I. That is when he wrote his album and when I wrote my last book. But with that is the fact that bringing those things to fruition can be the most daunting task ever. I think that's why one of my favorite creative mediums is also cooking, because in the culinary field, you can bring those things to fruition in a couple of hours, albeit, unfortunately, even though other people can enjoy it as well, the creation itself is almost as finite as the creative process itself. But in lieu of that notion, if you are one of those people who utilize winter in the same way that we do, I would love to know not just what your creative medium happens to be, but the type of tedium that you go through to finalize that product. Because for me, writing is wonderful. I love poetry because there's less editing and less rules. You can just take off the handcuffs and fly right-brained into the sky. But editing a novel is tedious as hell. And I've noticed with my better half, him editing his music is also daunting as hell. I am shocked that musicians and authors have about the same amount of layers that they have to go through to get a finalized project. So please, in the comments, either respond with a video or comment letting me know what your creative medium happens to be during this time of year and the daunting tasks that ensue, because I am so curious to see if you guys go through some of the same creative tortures that myself, my friends, and my better half happen to go through. Following this, I'm going to give you guys a little clip as to what I'm working on now. It's pretty fucking sloppy, but it is where I am in regards to my next book, which will be my fourth published. And the third published within the last 12 months, but not written during that time, because I'm not that fast and that prolific of a writer. I've had a lot of books that were already written, and some of them have been written for over a fucking decade. But yes, I'll get into that. And again, let me know what it is, your creative medium that's helping you get through this time of year, and the horrible, daunting, and tedious task of finishing that. Sidebar, sometimes I'll finish 10 books before I edit fucking one of them, because I hate editing so much. Alright. And so here we are, guys, my winter pile, meaning the literary work, none of the other things I'm doing. And if you look just above those candles, here he is working on his lyrics. Okay, back down to my little section. Also, real quick sidebar, note that we have candles lit. Note that there's music playing in the background, because it is that ambiance that gets you through the torture. Okay, so what do we have here in front of me? This right here happens to be Reedsy, where I keep my books. Shattered Thrones is already on the shelf. Lily is already on the shelf. Sage is also on the shelf, although I'm going to do a rendition of Sage. The Trina series I wrote with my best friend's mom, and I have yet to transfer. I wrote the Trina series in 2011. So yeah, beyond the 3, soon to be 4 on the shelves, I have these that I'm adding to these folders on Reedsy, but in lieu of exactly what project I'm working on right now, this stack right here, as well as some of the notes on here and my computer, will all be added to this right here, but not before I put it into Grammarly and edit. So yes, pile, Grammarly, and then add. Sounds easy in theory if you're not me though, right? Okay. Better to be me than him though.